Good day, everyone. So, with Klee's rerun coming up, you might be asking yourself, well, is it worthwhile getting this character? And I'll give you a bit of a controversial take. You can get Klee precisely because you don't need Xiangling. So, here's the thing Genshin Impact was never about getting 9 stars in the Spiral Abyss Floor 12, and it's always been this open world game where you enjoy characters and the different characterizations and fantasies that these characters bring. And that is ultimately what makes playing this game meaningful. So, if you enjoy the fantasy of running around burning all the grass down as a child terrorist, well, that is what Klee brings. Of course, she brings other aspects like very seemingly clunky mechanics, but that have a lot of mechanical depth if you're into that sort of thing where you want to master like frame perfect combos and timings and skills and whatever. So there are different aspects or things that you can get out of a character like Klee. But the one thing you don't need to worry about is, oh, am I going to get 9 stars in the Spiral Abyss? Because as much as people hate me saying this, Xiangling is only sufficient to getting 9 stars. She's not a character of necessity. She's never been a character of necessity. The amount of YouTube channels showing you how to beat the Spiral Abyss not using Xiangling is precisely proof that this character is not what this game is all about. And I really want to reiterate it because the consensus out there is don't get Klee because Xiangling. Don't get Daya because Xiangling. And it drives me mad that people put down the experiences that other people have because they've got an ill-conceived notion of meta. And the game itself is obviously, whilst it has a combat flavor, there are many different ways of enjoying it beyond just the Spiral Abyss. And MiHoYo themselves have obviously put in quite a lot of effort, I think to their detriment, of promoting casual content, TCG, mini games over their core combat system. And this is the thing, when you have the Genshin doing that, promoting other activities and not fleshing out their combat system, then it's precisely that leads you into almost breeding a corner solution. So you're always like, oh, I need to run some sort of national variant because that will always be the good thing. And you kind of miss the bigger experience, the bigger combat experience and the bigger character experience because someone else has dictated to you what you should pull for. So this is really the part of of what we're trying to get at here. It's not about, I think, whether Klee is strong in the Spiral Abyss. It's like, do you enjoy playing the character? That's actually what this is all about. Klee is more than strong enough to clear the Spiral Abyss. There are some really good Spiral Abyss guides as recent as literally yesterday that have come out where people explain in detail, here's the artifacts, here are the teams, so if you want to make the most out of Klee and burn the Spiral Abyss, you can do so. There are many variations and flavors you can play, and that is what this game was always supposed to be about. What are your favorite characters and how can you make them work with a bit of reasonability behind it? So I mean, obviously you cannot expect a random Geo, Electro, Pyro sort of team to give you the same results as a well sort of crafted and well thought out team. There are some reasonability aspects to this, but for the majority of the content, 99% of the game, you don't actually need these well thought out, reasoned whatever teams. You just need good artifacts, your talent level up, your characters leveled up, and you can just then sit back and have a good experience. That's precisely why I'm showing you very, very casual content here in the background. That is how you can enjoy something like Klee. So you might even be like, well, Klee is too clunky to play in the Spiral Abyss, therefore Xiangling. It's like, no, if Klee is too clunky to play, use something other than Xiangling in the Spiral Abyss. No, literally, this sounds absolutely crazy, but it is so weird that we always seem to default to one sort of play style and one sort of way of enjoying the game when there are clearly better alternatives. So yes, your character, let's say your favorite character is Klee, it does not mean that your favorite character always has to be do things 100% and is the best. So for instance, my favorite character is Kokomi, and I know full well that from a DPS perspective, there are lots of other better characters that can get the result or the job done, but I play Kokomi precisely for the things that make her good, her raw consolidation, the healing, the ability to slot in so easily into different teams. That's why I like that character so much more. And if you're someone that likes Klee because you just want to run around in the overworld, or you want to be a die-hard min-maxer with her abilities, you can get it. And if you don't want Klee, well, there's nothing that you're going to lose, because there is no character in Genshin Impact that is a character by necessity. No matter how many people, how much people think the opposite, no character is a must pull. Yes, there are characters that are better for pulling depending on the content that has been put out, and I think this would be my criticism against MiHoYo. Give us more combat content, give us more flavors of playing and using these characters, and what you'll probably find is that what you think is meta is actually just not really meta. It's just a consequence of bad game design by MiHoYo. So that is really the message that I want to get out. So I know it's people not going to like it. They're not going to like the fact that I'm hopping on Xiangling, but it really is worth like emphasizing, because people get tunneled vision precisely because this game is so-called solved. I don't think Genshin Impact is as solved as people make it out to be. I think what makes it seem to be a solved game is the lack of content that Hoyo has put into the game in terms of unleashing the latent potential of their combat system. But in any case, that is something that I think is a bit abstract for a lot of people to understand. In any case, so this is what I wanted to say. We are here in the background, we are riding into the horizon, and all I can say is, if you like Klee, get her. Otherwise, get Kokomi on a rerun. Why not?